Hey guys, hope you're doing well. In this video, I'll be telling you about the fastest student visa or study permit process for Canada. I'll explain the requirements, the fees, and the step-by-step process through this video so you can apply for your student visa by yourself and save on the very expensive consultant fees. Hey guys, this is Jason from Dream Canada. If you wish to immigrate to Canada or Australia, do visit the channel. I've uploaded a lot of videos to save your money and help you out with step-by-step instructions for your immigration process. Also, I upload videos regularly, so if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, do subscribe now so you won't miss any updates on your Canada PR process. Before we get into details, let me tell you what a Canadian study permit actually is. A study permit is basically a document that allows foreign nationals like yourself to study in Canada at designated learning institutions or DLIs. These are the institutions which are approved by the territorial or provincial government to host international students, which means they are the only ones that are allowed to let foreign individuals study in their institutes. Let me now tell you the steps to apply for your study permit from start to finish. So basically, there are 6 important steps to follow to get your study permit, and I'll explain each of these steps in detail for you. The first step would be getting your language proficiency proof or test. The Canadian government wants to make sure that anyone getting into their country knows how to speak and understand English, as it is the language most used in Canada, followed by French. You would need to complete the IELTS academic test for this purpose and get a minimum overall score of 6 and above for undergraduate programs and 6.5 for graduate programs. I have made a video explaining how you can score well for your IELTS test, along with tips and tricks that will help you get a higher overall score band. I'll add a link to this video in the description box. There are, however, a few universities that don't require an IELTS test. They actually grant admission to applicants based on their English scores at their school levels. Please note that these requirements keep changing for each university, so make sure that you visit their website before you apply to them. I strongly suggest completing your IELTS academic exam as that will make your profile stronger and you will receive extra points for it. And the higher you score, the better your chances of getting your student visa. The second step would be getting a letter of acceptance from a designated learning institute or a DLI. To find a list of these designated learning institutes, all you have to do is go to the official Canada government website cic.gc.ca and type designated learning institute into the search box, and the first link will bring you to this page, of which I've added a link in the description box. You can then select the province or territory that you're interested in, and you'll get a list of institutions with their DLI numbers, the cities they are in, the number of campuses which are available in the city, and also whether the campus offers you a PGWP or a postgraduate work permit after you complete your study course. A helpful tip that I can give you here is to select the cities of Windsor or Waterloo in the province of Ontario, as the IELTS requirement for many of the institutions in these cities are lesser compared to the rest, and they also offer campus placements or work permits after you finish your study course, so you won't have to go through the painful process of searching for a job after you complete your study course. After you select your DLI, you need to go to the website of the institution that you selected and click on the International Students link and follow the application process for your institute. Each institute will have different basic requirements and steps to follow, like online applications, payment of fees, etc. So I won't go into too much detail. I've showed you the basic process of how to apply to all of them in general. The next step would be to gather all your necessary documents and collect your application fee. Your documents would comprise of your passport, your letter of acceptance from a DLI, proof of funds, police clearance certificate or PCC, IELTS academic test report, a digital photo, and a basic family information form. For proof of funds, you basically have to prove that you have a certain amount of funds that can be used to support yourself and your family members who come to Canada with you. Here is the table stating the current proof of funds requirement for a student and every additional accompanying family member. The fee that you'll need to pay is 150 Canadian dollars for your study permit and 85 Canadian dollars for your biometrics. This comes to a total of 235 Canadian dollars. Once you have collected all your documents and know your fee, you can officially apply for a study permit in Canada by going on the Canadian government website again and enter study permit in the search box. Now click on the first result, which is study in Canada as an international student, and then click on get a study permit. Now click on the fourth option towards the top, which is how to apply. It will take you to a questionnaire page where you need to fill in details where you are, like where you're applying from, and this page shows exactly the step-by-step process to apply, how to upload your documents, and how to pay your fees, and it's very easy for you to understand. After you have filled in your application, uploaded your documents online, and paid your application and biometric fees, you'll have to actually physically go and give your biometrics at an official biometric center, which will be mentioned in a letter given to you after you pay your biometric fee. At this stage, you'll have up to 30 days to give your biometrics in person. At last, we come to the most important step, which is getting your student visa stamped in your passport. If your application is approved, you'll be sent a letter of introduction, which is a basic summary of your profile and documents, and you'll need to show this to an immigration officer when you land in Canada. An electronic travel authorization or an ETA will also be sent to you, which will act like your visitor visa or your temporary resident visa for you to enter into Canada. This temporary visa will need to be stamped in your passport at your nearest VFS center. Instructions for stamping your temporary visa will be provided to you with your ETA. After you land in Canada and an immigration officer is satisfied with your application and letter of introduction, your student visa will be stamped in your passport. A very important thing to remember here is that you will have to buy your own health insurance before or after you land in Canada, as there is no health insurance or health benefits provided to temporary residents or visitors. This insurance cost is slightly expensive, so make sure that you conduct extensive research and get your insurance well beforehand. Alright, guys, I hope you've understood the requirements and step by step process for applying for a study permit or student visa through this video. If you have any doubts, do comment below and I'll be happy to answer them for you. If you like the video, hit the like button or share this video with someone you think it might help. Remember to subscribe if you aren't a subscriber yet and hit the bell icon for regular updates on Canadian immigration. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you guys the best of luck for your application and hope you guys have a great day.